We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Second down, Haskins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Third down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. A huge play there for Washington. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A first carry now for Thompson, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Samuels. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose you. Back at the 38.
He was brought down by Trey Williams. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
61. Match box. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's caught at the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins to Thompson on the screen. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. On the carry, Thompson. Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Ready. Mike 59. You got it. Watch It's a safety creep.
On play action, Haskins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you get
into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Rock it. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
From the end zone, Rudolph. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 99 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A gain of 15. First down, Washington.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Man, I
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
2nd and goal from the 1. That's caught at the 2. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Point after up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Yes.
Check. What we got?
On 2nd and 11 now. Rudolph completing it to the right side. Johnson. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. AT Gator and Alpha.
Pick it up.
Cut.
44.
Play action. It's Rudolph. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Ready. 30 base. Protein spill. And
now on 2nd and 13. Rudolph letting one go. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
A first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Haskins on first down. He's got it complete to Thompson. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now Haskins to throw it. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rudolph now to throw, and he will find Scott on the right side complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. General West.
Check mark 39. No gain on this defense. No gain.
Sit up.
39.
Ready.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
From midfield now, Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. A gain of 6 there on 1st. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Haskins. Doxson with a grab over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Hey, box truck. Get it.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. He's going to launch it for Washington, and that will be incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Rudolph off play action. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Raekwon McMillan. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check, 59. 59's Mike. Check. 56. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On the carry, it's Samuels. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Check 31, check 31.
Bravo.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rudolph. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Give me that ball, defense.
Hey, Charlie.
Give me that ball, defense.
Clear.
Bofo's the Mike. Mike's Bofo. Stay with your man.
Go.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. This is Johnson, he's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Rudolph looking to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Set. 30 base.
Here we go.
Come.
Bofo's the Mike. Mike's Bofo. Let's put him on.
Look at me. Zipper. Lightning.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the set.
44 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey. High 7.
44. Mike. 44. Let's go, D. Let's go. 44.
Now.
Mike. Check. Let's go,
Five.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
He's checking Craig.
Hey, zoom.
Check 3.
Get it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
61. Matchbox lights. Hey, Echo. Let's go.
Now Rudolph. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Rudolph looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Again, a run with Thompson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On play action, Haskins. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Mike 5-9. Hey. Block 59.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And that is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
22 jet bombers.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the pass. Slam.
Leo. Kill. Hey, lock it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft this. And this is caught inside the 5. A big pickup of 38.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Mike, 44, Mike, 44. Push him back.
Yep.
Check. Motion out of the backfield.
Snap.
Connor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the Redskins' 3-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
That's it. Big hit.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger.
Go.
They'll run with Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Now Rudolph. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good. But when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On third down, it's Thompson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, here's Love. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Love again. And he gets it down to the 32. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Haskins to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll run on first down. Love. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go with Haskins. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love with time running out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't... So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
I'm going back to you. Under 10.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
It was a play that was designed to trick the defense, to try and fool them. They didn't gain a huge chunk of yardage, but they did pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Dancing to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Ready. 55. That's what I do.
On 3rd down, Thompson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Haskins will throw. And this is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
50, play. 44, come on. Hey, watch your leg. Ready?
First throw in overtime for Rudolph. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
Here's Samuels again, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Steps away to his left. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra.